I'd like to tell you a little bit about my own personal lineage. And I do like to use this simple lineage chart to give you some more information. The method that's the centerpiece of our health and fitness center is our Yang Style Tai Chi program. And the head of the Yang Style lineage is a man named Yang Luchan. He's a very important individual. He was undefeated in over 1,000 matches. Okay, these were street fights that often ended in somebody being killed. Okay, he was a highly competent fighter. He was called Yang the Unbeatable. He was never bested in personal combat. His sons, Yang Bun Ho and Yang Jen Ho, were also never bested in personal combat. And they fought many, many fights. I believe they were over 1,000 fights too in their lives. All right? But Yang Jen Ho is the man that's in our lineage. And he is a unique individual because he was the first person to use Yang Style Tai Chi as both a health modality and as a fighting modality. He was, in his most prominent role, the trainer of the Divine Skill Battalion. The Divine Skill Battalion were the most elite warriors in the kingdom, and they protected the emperor in his inner courts. Okay? As you can imagine, this bodyguard type job was a very hazardous job, and many of them were injured in training and in action. Okay? And Yang Jen Ho used Yang Style Tai Chi to rehabilitate these elite warriors as well as to enhance them and make them even better at what they did. It's very important because today the martial aspects are being downplayed more and more. And what the experience of my lineage tells me again and again and again is that the martial aspects and the health aspects are intertwined. And if you start to diminish one, you begin to diminish the other. So in other words, these health-only Tai Chi lineages, they really don't work. Okay? Yang Jen Ho passed the lineage down to my teacher's teacher. His name was Wang Hai Ben. Wang Hai Ben came from a family of scholars and ambassadors, and he was excellent at linguistics. He went to college in London. He did some of his training in France, and he had a very good background in anatomy, Western anatomy and physiology, as well as a great background in the Eastern classics. I would also mention he was also very big in the Western classics, for the Greek and Roman classics. Okay, so he knew both cultures very, very well. And he was able to bridge the gap between Eastern wisdom and Western culture and be able to bring it across in a way that the Western mind could understand it. He's a critical person in this lineage. Without him, this lineage would not be what it is. Okay, he was 93 years old and fully functional when he taught my teacher, Larry C. Eshelman. And this was during the Vietnam War in the 1960s. And he was 93 years old, and he trained Larry in the full lineage. It was passed down to him, the full lineage was passed down to him. Larry also had a background because he was a medic in Japan in a burns unit at the time. So he had a background as a combat medic, and his medical background also helped to transmit many of the health aspects of the art more profoundly. Finally, he passed it on to me, and my background was in Western combat martial arts, bodybuilding, physical fitness, and natural health. A strong background in natural health with St. John neuromuscular therapy and hypnosis and many other methods of natural health. These methods of natural health help me to explain in even more direct terms why Tai Chi had the health benefits that we found that they have. And this allowed Larry and myself to become the first instructors in the United States to obtain doctor's prescriptions to use Tai Chi as an alternative health modality. This lineage is what allows me to be able to work with people that are really interested in personal self-defense, that are interested in enhancing their sports, that may be interested in self-mastery, especially young children who may be interested in self-mastery, perhaps because of being a bit overactive, and to also be able to help the older person who is looking to regain an active lifestyle, especially after injury or illness. This is my lineage, this is my experience, and I hope to be able to help you with any of your personal challenges.